Here we are again, Howie Mandel. Howie Mandel does stuff. Sitting here with my lovely daughter.
Hi.
Jacqueline Schultz. Me, I'm the daughter.
My daughter's having a little bit of a hormone issue. Go ahead, honey. Hi. You're wondering
Dad,
who
who's
that
our
is.
guest today?
I'm Kevin Nealon.
Kevin Nealon, the Kevin Nealon, I'm telling you that I'm so thrilled that you're here, and we don't see enough of each other. We don't see enough of anybody, in this past year. But
I know you're out here, and I know you're available and accessible and loving, and that's good enough for me.
And you just never reach out.
I don't have to reach out.
From afar.
I've won you over. I'm working other people.
You have.
Now. I'm trying to win them over.
One of the funniest guys ever. Like, not only on stage, everybody knows your work on SNL, and they know your work as a stand-up, and they know your work as an actor, but I'm here to tell you that off stage, equally as entertaining and funny and warm, you really are. And I don't have a great memory. I really don't. Especially for comedy, because we saw every night. I used to go to the Comedy Store or the Improv, and I've seen anybody when we started out. Letterman was like the host at the Comedy Store, and we've seen anybody's. I remember your act. I loved right from one of my favorite jokes was when I think you did it on the Tonight Show or whatever, where you used to tune up to start
on the piano. No, what I would do is if there's a piano there, I would hit like a note and go ding. Ding. So how's everybody doing? I want to do my act in C flat today.
It was one of the funniest things I ever saw in my life. And I remember just dying. And it was like, and for me, it was like, the hardest part of stand-up was entering. They go, ladies and gentlemen, Howie Mandel. And then they applaud, and then you wait, and hopefully you can I got to get them. I got to, and maybe I have a whole setup till I get to the punchline. And maybe if after that whole setup, if that first punchline doesn't work, you don't grab the audience. And I have never seen somebody grab an audience faster. In the first word that you said it was a huge laugh and an applause. And nobody that I know in the history of comedy has gotten that kind of laugh from word one.
Well, thank you. But I realize that the audience makes a judgment pretty quick on you when you come out.
Yeah.
Even though you can win them over later if they don't like you in the beginning. But I'll always ask a comic, if I don't know their act, I'll say, how do you open? What's your opener? And because I love coming up with openings. Like I've been doing one lately. It's like I come out, they applaud, and I go, well, this is what I look like. Because that's what they're thinking. That's what he looks like. I look exactly like I look. This is exactly me.
Yeah. Surprise! I know what you're saying.
But so I like the opening. It's like
well, you're great in the opening. You're great in the middle, and
I need a
great
middle. I don't have a middle. I need a middle.
That's like two pieces of bread without a sandwich.
Exactly.
Without meat.
Yeah.
But you have a middle. I've done acts with you. The first show we actually worked together was out in Arizona, and we were doing an outdoor corporate gig, and there was gunfire in the middle of our show.
You were on too
long. To just ignore it.
What's
Anyway, thanks for being here.
Having me. You used to have an afro and put the plastic
rubber glove on my
glove
head.
over your head.
Yes, thank you for the PPE shortage was me. But at that time you were dating my wife's friend. You were going, Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Yeah, who ended up winning an Academy Award, by the way.
For dating me.
Yes.
Yes. When women date me, they don't realize they could be up for an award.
They don't. And that's why a lot of people aren't into awards. So you didn't date me.
Or into me. No, I didn't.
No.
But the ones who did date me got an award.
They did.
It wasn't always an Academy Award. Sometimes it was just Good Sport Award.
A good sport.
Yeah.
Like you give to the kids who lost the soccer match.
Basically, it's a stick-on star on a piece of paper.
Do you believe do you like that?
Awards and trophies?
Well, the fact that, because your son is now 14 and my daughter here is now 36. And when we go to her soccer games and stuff, even when they don't win, we have to go to we eat pizza and they get an award even for playing shitty.
Yeah.
Do you believe that? Do you believe in that?
The participation trophies?
Good sport trophies? Like
I used to not know that's how it happened, and I go to my I never went to my kids' games, but I go into his room, I see all the trophies. I said, boy, I bet you're really good, man. You get all these trophies. Someday I should come to a game and support you a little bit,
Right.
Win 5 more trophies and maybe I'll start coming to the games, But I think when they're really young, I believe it's kind of helpful and encouraging. But when you get into your teens and you're, in college and stuff and
Right.
professional sports, you shouldn't get a trophy for showing up.
I agree with you.
I don't
Even as an adult,
like trophies.
you like trophies?
I want to be appreciated.
How about
for
just giving you the money the trophy would have cost?
That's fine too. I just want to know that I'm appreciated for everything I do.
Every woman wants to be appreciated and they want to be a priority. Do you realize that, Howie?
I don't. I've been married for 41 years. I realize that
So
more
you
than you
learned
know.
early. Yeah.
Yes, you learn that they need to be noticed.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what I did. Recently, I cleaned out my storage unit and my house. I'm just calling,
And your throat.
I just cleared out my throat, too. I pay $8 a month for my throat to store that phlegm in there.
Really? Because where are you going to put it?
Well, I could put it in a Kleenex, but it goes bad. So I told Martin Short once, I said, you know what? I don't have any awards. He goes, you never got an award? I said, I don't think so. But I did. As I was cleaning out, I've gotten all these like plaques in awards, for different things.
No, I got that too. I don't have any awards. The plaques. Plaques aren't awards.
No, I said, I'm throwing these away. This doesn't mean it. They gave me this to show me their appreciation that I, went out of my way to help them. But it's more of an inconvenience because it's taking up space in my house and it's junk, it's clutter. So I'm throwing out stuff in the garbage, and I have all kinds of plaques and trophies and Oscars and things like that.
And you just get rid of them?
Yeah, I just get rid of them.
Yeah, because
I melt them down.
Look at this. This is one of, as you spoke, I'm showing an award right here, a plaque that I received. This is real.
It's got a toilet bowl on it.
This was presented to Howie Mandel, honorary Act-to-Clean Patrol Captain from the lovely people at American Standard, the toilet people. I got this because I was the spokesperson. American Standard, you know who they are. The toilet.
That's the standard.
That is the standard.
For this country, at least.
Yeah, but I'm from Canada, so I'm not. I wasn't aware of how prominent the standard was.
That's pretty impressive to give the American Standard to a Canadian.
Yeah, well, they're trying to reach out and kind of expand.
Also, to give it to somebody who probably doesn't use a public toilet.
But these aren't public toilets. Well, it can be a public toilet, but they came up with a new technology, which is a self-cleaning toilet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could clean it by yourself. You don't have to invite people to clean it. No, it cleans itself.
Is it the same premise as a self-cleaning oven?
No, it doesn't heat up to 800 degrees.
The water starts boiling.
Don't sit on that. It's not clean.
Not yet.
But anyway, I became the spokesperson for a year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And you've probably had jobs we've had weird jobs. We'll talk about this in just a second, and we'll talk. But I went to their factory, and then they had me do signings to show up. I had to show up at hardware stores that sold these toilets, and I would sit on a toilet signing autographs.
Oh, wow.
I swear to you, this is not even a joke.
Hilarious.
Oh, look there, look. There I am at the convention.
Oh my
God! Look, the
gosh.
toilets beside me. There's a new activating. How proud do I look? That's what my career came to. I was the toilet guy.
Good for you.
Yeah, but I got a plaque, and I was doing it without even knowing that I would be presented with the plaque.
You look like Mr. Clean there. It looks like your face is on that box as Mr. Clean.
What are you talking
Or
about?
Make-A-Wish Foundation. Yeah. Something like that.
You're hiring an expert for your company. And what you really need is help. I want somebody to help me make a short list of quality candidates. I want to see a few, but I want to know already that these are worthy people. So you need a hiring partner who helps you make life easier. You need Indeed. If you choose Indeed, you're joining 3 million other companies worldwide who use Indeed to hire great people and help grow their teams faster. Like when you don't know somebody, how do you know if they're even worthy or you get along or who, if they're qualified? This is such a great partnership. With Indeed Instant Match, over 80% of employers get quality candidates as soon as they sponsor their job post. Isn't that amazing? 80%, it works. Indeed is the job site that makes hiring as easy as 1, 2, 3. You post, you screen, and interview all on Indeed. So you get your quality short list of candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description faster. Only pay for the candidates that meet must-have qualifications and schedule a complete video interview in your Indeed dashboard. Indeed makes connecting with and hiring the right talent fast and easy. With tools like Indeed Instant Match, giving you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed fit your job description immediately. According to Talent Nest, Indeed delivers 4 times more hires than all job sites combined. If you're hiring, you need Indeed. And you want to get started right now? I know you do. With a free $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/Howie. Get a $75 credit at Indeed.com/Howie. Indeed.com/Howie. Offer valid through June 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Summer begins this month, and you know what that means. It's time to save on life insurance. That's always what summer means. I don't know. I think that's what summer means. To some people, it means swimming and like lying out on the beach, but it also means that it's time to save on life insurance. That way, you'll have a bigger budget for summer things like pool floats and hard seltzers, or like I say, mommy juice. So between Father's Day, Flag Day, and National Yo-Yo Day, the month of June has a lot going on. Thankfully, Policy Genius makes it easy to cross life insurance off your list so you can get back to yo-yoing. If someone relies on your financial support, whether it's a child, an aging parent, or even a business partner, you need life insurance, obviously. So, Policy Genius. Policy Genius makes it easy to compare quotes from over a dozen top insurers all in one place. Why compare? Because you can save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. You can save $1,300 or more per year. That's a lot of money on life insurance by using Policy Genius to compare policies. So first, head to www.policygenius.com/Howie. And in minutes, you can work out how much life insurance coverage you need and compare personalized quotes to find your best price. When you're ready to apply, the Policy Genius team will handle the paperwork and scheduling for free. And we all love free stuff. So head to www.policygenius.com/Howie to get started right now. Policy Genius. When it comes to insurance, it's nice to get it right. Thanks to Policy Genius for sponsoring this video.
But I will also say that I did a commercial parody on SNL called The Love Toilet. The Love Toilet.
What's that?
It was 2 toilets that were built together, facing each other side by side, so that you could take a dump with your loved one at the same time and look at each other's eyes.
Oh,
as
my
and
God.
it was very romantic, and they swiveled, they shot around, and it was a very popular commercial.
I love that.
It was good.
I love that.
Good.
Did you love your time on SNL?
I did. I was on there as, I felt like I got really lucky being on that show because I didn't do sketches or characters or accents. I was just a stand-up, a really, really good stand-up. And
Yes, you were.
So every year
Yes,
I was
you
on
are.
there that I didn't get fired, I thought, okay, I'll stay another year, and I didn't see it as a stepping stone for my career. I saw it as like a career move. I'm just going to stay there as long as they'll have me.
Yeah, but it seems like the hardest job in Hollywood. It's in New York, but I mean, it does seem like the hardest job because somebody once described comedy writing. Like you have to come up with something every week. Comedy writing is like when they ask you to, your job is to shit.
Yeah.
But they don't feed you anything.
Right.
And you got to take a shit every day on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
Maybe nothing funny is happening in the news. Maybe nothing funny is coming to your mind, but you got a live show on Saturday. And that's why you guys are like on Tuesday nights, you're there till 3 or 4 in the morning.
But can you imagine how much material you would come up with if you had to create a 90-minute show every Saturday for yourself, or even like a half-hour show of just new material?
I couldn't do it.
You would hire like 10 writers or whatever and sit around and talk and come up with tons of material.
So it was easier than I'm saying.
It was a breeze. It was a breeze.
No, it wasn't a breeze.
No, it was for me. I realized that it wasn't a sprint in the beginning. It was a marathon. So if a week went by when I didn't come up with something, I didn't beat myself up.
But what about coming up with something and then sitting around? We hear these stories about sitting around in that room where you're pitching it.
Yeah.
To Lorne.
You're pitching it to Lorne and the host for that week.
Right. And
I designed a strategy for that after about 3 or 4 years, because you don't want to give your good idea out there, because if nobody likes it, it'll let the wind out of your sails and you won't write it. And it could be a really good idea.
Right.
Or they'll poo-poo it, So I would go in with the same pitch every day, every Monday to the host, the new host. And
nobody realized that this
No,
is
they all
something-
knew it. They knew, okay, Kevin's going to do his pitch now. Just for the host. And it was a pretty good idea, but I never wrote it up. It was called the runaway truck ramp. You know those runaway truck ramps they have in case the brakes
going
fail?
down to Malibu. I always pass
going down
one.
Cayman. They have like a long road, so the truck, if your brakes fail, you could go off into that lane, and the deep gravel will slow the truck down enough until it finally comes to a stop.
Right.
So that was my premise, is I had a bar at the end of a runaway truck ramp, so that the truck driver would come in after this harrowing stop and come into the bar
and buy drinks
and start drinking like crazy.
That's
And I tell the host that every week, I just thought of this idea. It's the craziest idea, because I didn't want to burn up any of my ideas. I didn't want any of the other writers to
hear it.
hear it or.
But then, But you also pitched other ideas.
I pitched other ideas, but I didn't pitch my good idea.
Did it become funny though after the umpteenth time of hearing?
Yeah, I would mix it up a little bit. I would say, and then these two clowns come in. It's like a joke that has no punchline.
I love that.
You just start adding stuff. But one particular pitch I remember the most was when Christopher Walken was hosting, and across the street at Radio City Music Hall, they had the Russian circus there, and they had dancing bears. And so everyone's pitching to Walken ideas, and he's sitting there kind of, not excited about any idea really, just kind of nodding his head politely. And then I said, the Russian circus is next door at Radio City Music Hall, and they have bears, they have dancing bears. And he goes, I love bear suits. We could do bear suits. And for some reason, that was just a trigger for him. And he loved the idea. It never got written up.
It didn't get written up.
No, we did the truck stop thing. 2 bears came in.
I love that. I love sitting around. I have kind of a similar story where I did a daytime talk show. Which for me,
I was on it.
You were on it. Which for me, though, you being on it was a highlight, but it was really tough for me.
I'm sure.
And I wanted to do more comedy. I wanted to talk to people like you, and I didn't want to do makeovers and cooking segments and everything that they force you to do in supposedly daytime television is about. And I wanted to do more comedy, and I wanted the writers to come up with things, and we would write. But the executive producer, who was hired by the studio, wanted us to do more of those other things. So he was against us doing more comedy. He goes, listen, if you want to do comedy, then I'll sit in and I'll monitor the comedy you're doing. And this is not a guy, it was a comedy guy. So I told the whole group of writers that so-and-so is going to sit in and we're going to writing side. He's never even been in a writing room before. And we pitched shit that made no sense. But we would laugh, like somebody would go, how about a bear? And then the whole room would go, the bear, we got to do a bear. And then somebody else from would go, what if we give the bear a bell? And we would all laugh. And you'd see our executive producer would be taking notes. And then he'd call me after the meeting and goes, I'll be honest with you, I don't get the bear with the bell routine. And it was nothing. And that went on for like weeks.
Cowbells. I love cowbells.
That's a good Walken.
I don't do impressions at all.
But you did.
But I have the essence of it. Which is really a good impressionist, that you don't really do the spot-on impression. Like, that's why Dana Carvey's such a good impressionist, a mimic, because he'll take someone like George Bush, and he'll do a caricature of the impression, like, not gone that.
Right.
And if you didn't know it, you wouldn't know what he was talking about,
Right.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. That's how it
that's
started.
more of a mimicker than an impressionist?
He's a mimic.
He's a mimic.
Your
Schwarzenegger was a mimic?
Nah, that was more. Like I don't do impressions. Although I did want to be an impressionist once when I was in high school, because I would do Jimmy Stewart and John Wayne, all those guys back then, because I loved Rich Little and those guys.
I did too. Canadian, you know that.
Yeah, I would love to watch impressionists on the talk shows come out. Frank Gorshin was a great impressionist.
I love Frank Gorshin. I loved him in Batman too.
He was like Jim Carrey. He had that rubbery face.
He was an amazing, funny, and a lot of people, you don't know who he is, do you, Jackie?
No.
Or Jim Carrey.
I know Jim Carrey.
Some people don't know who, like, some of these millennials, they don't know who Warren Beatty is. I've asked several people.
Do you know who Warren Beatty?
No.
See that?
Do you guys know Warren Beatty? Mackenzie?
No, I don't know.
don't.
Isn't that amazing?
Nobody on my show knows Warren Beatty, but that was a prerequisite to work with me.
Oh, okay.
To not know Warren Beatty. So that's it's amazing how old we are. I had an impressionist. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to hurt his feelings, but I come from Toronto, and
I know who you're talking about.
The
Canadian impressionist, the big Canadian.
No. He didn't become big. He was dead serious. He had a speech impediment. I'm not making fun of a speech impediment, but he didn't lean into that, and he didn't play with it. And he would do like Woody Allen, and it'd be that quasi. Everything was. He had a. What do you call it when they do they didn't have the L's. He didn't have any of that.
Oh, like Barbara Walters.
Yeah, like that. But everything he did, I can't do him. But everything he did sounded like Elmer Fudd. But which would have been funny to be the impressionist, but he didn't know that.
He didn't know it.
And everybody would just, did you tell him? Everybody, he'd finish something and they would just applaud. What are you guys looking at? What are you putting
That
up
was
here?
the love
This is
toilet.
the love toilet.
That was
the love toilet?
Yeah.
Let's play it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You found that one special someone, and you never want to be apart. You dine together. You play together. You sleep together. You even bathe together. So why not share the most intimate moment of them all with the love toilet? Exquisitely designed, handcrafted of the finest porcelain, with flush assembly and float bowl imported from France, the nation of love. The love toilet. From Niagara, the toilet people. Because when you're in love, even 5 minutes apart can seem like an eternity.
The Love Toilet. Available at all Bambergers and other
Al
fine
Franken.
stores.
That's Al Franken talking? Oh,
he
wow.
wrote that. Yeah.
Wow. All those
You were
people.
talking about Woody Allen before. I was listening to his latest book on tape, Audible book, and I couldn't believe how old he sounded, and it sounded like he had a stroke. And I was asking everybody, did Woody have a stroke? I haven't heard him in a long time. Has he been sick? I know he's been going through some legal issues and stuff. And then I go to my doctor, and I played it for him. And he goes, he definitely seems like he's had some kind of neurological event. And I'm telling everybody, Woody had a stroke. And then I realized I'm playing the thing at 2 times slower the speed than it's supposed to be on the Audible setting.
So it turns out you've had a neurological
Sounds like
event.
I had a stroke. But I'm still spreading it around that he had a stroke.
That's great.
It's going to happen eventually anyway.
And apparently he deserves it, right?
I guess
He
so.
does deserve that. We do on this show, we do I love your comedy because you're so dry.
It's really funny. It's really funny.
That's what I like about it. And you go for it.
You're modest.
Yeah, very modest.
Humble. So we were talking about, if you'd be willing, you want to do, I love prank calls.
Ah, me too.
And you are
Me too.
the best. So we were looking for, if you have an idea, then I'm willing to take
Before you even go any further, do you do stuff for yourself? When you're calling somebody, do you do a prank call? Like you'll turn it into a prank call? Like if you're calling for a hotel reservation, they don't have one. I know you have people that do that, but I will just go off on a tangent. You don't have any rooms? What about your room? Can I sleep in your room? And they'll stay on the phone,
We've talked about this. This has been him. Now it's for a reason. Now, since we have the podcast, he plays them on here. But this is my whole life. He's been doing this.
Oh,
my
I'm
whole,
sure.
Yeah.
He's like the original prankster.
It's always just for him.
Howie, this is my favorite just for me one. I go to Palm Springs. I'm doing a corporate gig. I'm doing it. There's an improv group that's also hired for the entertainment. And then there's one of the 3 Irish tenor singers there.
One of them.
The guy who has no legs. He has wooden legs. And I had to leave.
It's already a joke.
I had to leave for a day, and I fly back, and Frank Sinatra's old driver picks me up at the airport. He's hired by the company. And he picks me up. He goes, Mr. Nealon, I just want to tell you, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of I've grown up with you, and I listen to you all the time. And are the other guys here? And he's thinking about the improv group. I say, yeah, they're all there. They're all there. He goes, and I love all the classics, the classics. And I'm thinking, this guy's old school. He likes SNL, the old sketches, And then he goes, then he takes a beat. He goes, are you originally from Ireland? And now I realize he thinks I'm one of the three tenors, the Irish singers.
He's a huge fan.
Yeah, he's a huge fan. He knows exactly what I look like. And so I sit there. I say, no, I'm not. My grandfather's from Ireland. He goes, oh, okay. And then about 10 seconds later, I'm in the back seat, right? I can see him in the mirror, and I go, oh, Danny boy, the pipes. And there was a big smile on his face. He couldn't believe one of the Irish tenors was singing in his car. I did it for me. It was just for me.
Oh, I love that. But I would have been like deafening and not stop.
Like you would have.
Yes. That's the difference between you and me. Is you did the funny joke. I would just take it too far.
Yeah.
I would take the 20 minutes of going, Danny boy, no, Danny boy.
Does that sound right to you? Boy,
Danny boy. I won't stop now, but I would do that.
Just annoying.
I love annoying. I find annoying more than
annoying to the nth degree, though.
Yes, well, that's what
kind of like Annie Kaufman kind of ish.
I love that. See, to me, it's funny, and then it's not funny, and then it's anger, and then it's funny again.
Funny than ever.
Yes, you have to make it through that valley of hell of just.
You have to be willing to lose a few people in the audience.
Andy would lose everybody.
Oh, I know.
Reading The Great Gatsby. You were probably there many nights.
I was there. Yeah.
I was there too. I was there the evening at the Improv where he did the boil thing.
Yeah. He wanted people to squeeze his boil.
He had a boil on his neck. He offered anybody from the audience to come up and squeeze the boil on his neck.
It's disgusting.
I have his Tony Clifton noses here.
Really? Bob Zmuda called me once, who was his partner, who played Tony Clifton sometimes.
Right.
And asked me if I would referee one of his fights, the wrestling things with Andy Kaufman.
At the Comedy Store?
Yeah, but I had a gig somewhere.
I used to watch those. I used to go to the wrestling things.
You know what I like about summer?
What?
Because I'm from Canada, we used to go camping and light a fire and make s'mores. S'mores is summer for me.
My favorite things when I went to camp was sitting around a campfire. That is my favorite thing in the world. So if I can recreate that feeling for my kids at home, I am all about it.
Well, you can. You know that?
So I wanted to bring the whole campfire vibe to my family. That is why I went with Solo Stove. Plus, it has like a whole smokeless design. I have to say my least favorite aspect of having like those campfires was getting the smoke all over you and in your face, and then you smelled. Not with Solo Stove, because it is smokeless, which is incredible. And my whole family gets to sit around the fire now and enjoy. I can't wait to use it all summer long. So little smoke, you'll wonder how there's so much fire. Easy to keep wet.
I'm not a good camper, even though I love camping. With Solo Stove, I lit the fire and like, boom, I always have trouble lighting fires at a campground, but not with Solo Stove.
It's easy to put together. It's easy to maneuver. Like everything about it is just easy.
And there's no cleaning. You don't have to clean up, those charred hunks of wood.
No one needs a reason to gather round the fire. Solo Stove just took away any reason not to. And now you can get $10 off when you use promo code Howie at checkout. Just go to solostove.com and remember, you get $10 off when you use promo code Howie.
I walked into your house the other day and your dining room is to die for. It's beautiful.
It's so pretty.
And?
Isn't it so pretty? I love it.
And tell the peoples where you got the furniture. She got a dining room table, very contemporary, beautiful, stylish dining room table, and 6 chairs, right? That I had never seen before. And I walked in and I went, oh my God, this looks like a magazine. Where did you get it? Tell them.
So I got my dining room set from Article, which I absolutely love. Like you said, it is contemporary, but there's so many other styles in there. There's one you should check out. Check out Article's newest outdoor looks, the Seaside Retreat. This handpicked series features elegantly designed pieces made from natural materials and completed by pops of bold blues, yellows, and greens. Evoke the feel of refined beachside heaven in your backyard. No body of water required.
Wow. Article combines the curation of a boutique furniture store with the comfort and simplicity of shopping online. Article's team of designers focuses on beautifully crafted pieces, quality, materials, and durable construction. Inspired by a variety of modern design aesthetics like mid-century, Scandinavian, industrial, and bohemian. Those are just some of the styles. Fair prices. Also, you save up to 30% over traditional retail prices. Article is able to keep their prices low by cutting out the middleman and selling directly to you. It's fast, affordable shipping is available across the USA and Canada and is free on orders over $999. Article is offering our listeners $50 off for your first purchase of $100 or more. So go to article.com/Howie and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout. That's article.com/Howie to get $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
You know, I'm doing caricatures now. I paint caricatures.
I saw those. Those
You
are
did?
amazing on your
And
Instagram.
Thanks. And I'm working on Andy Kaufman this week, doing his Elvis, but I just have his face so far. And this is where I'm at with it right now. I hope you enjoy it. This is for your viewing pleasure.
Wow, that's great. So we're doing caricatures on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Isn't that fun?
That's amazing. Show it to the camera, and then we can zoom in on it on YouTube.
Okay.
I think that one.
That's not finished though. I
That
mean,
one.
it's in the works.
Wow.
But I've seen some of your other. I love the Howard Stern one. I love all of them, but the
Yeah,
Howard Stern one was
fun.
amazing.
Thank you. I like that one too. Yeah.
I can.
I never hear back from these people. I never send it to them, but you know, I'm sure it gets. I'm sure it gets to them eventually.
Right.
And
I do tracing.
you do tracing.
Not sketching. I do tracing. Like if you if you have time afterwards, I'll get a big piece of paper. If you lie down on the paper, I will trace you.
Oh, you actually trace it.
Yeah.
You'd be good on Homicide Squad.
That's where I got the inspiration.
Oh, is that where?
Oh, yes, from the dead. from the dead. Anyway, so I was thinking we'd do a prank call.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So this is a gentleman who is a...
Jackie, you okay with this?
Yeah, I'm used to it.
This is her life.
This is what I do.
She sits in less. So this is a real estate agent in... He's a friend of somebody of somebody. Where part of the country are we calling?
So he is in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he's friends with my dad.
Okay. And he's got a southern accent, but he's a very Cincinnati, Ohio. This is like a real mid-America. We have an idea. A real mid-America kind of guy who just wants to serve his customers. He's a real estate agent.
Okay.
A residential real estate agent.
Yeah.
And we were thinking that I've got some, I'll give you some of the information beforehand, that you're moving to the area from another area.
Okay.
That you and your entire family practice nudism. You're nudists.
Yeah.
And so you want an area, you want a place with a lot of windows, and you want them to show. I mean, I'm not giving you the joke, but you want him to show you around town, and he'll drive. Do they provide paper for his upholstery? Like, what's the upholstery in the car like? Because if I'm going to sit in the car, we're naked,
Right,
and
yeah.
the kids can leak, or I don't want to sit on leathers or any paper.
Right.
You're just going to be naked and drive around with this guy, and maybe
Yeah.
he could show you.
And who recommended me?
Yellow Pages?
Yeah. Do you know where the yellow pages are?
Yeah, I do.
You know that from TikTok.
No, I do. TikTok, no one knows Yellow Pages on
Because
TikTok.
I've been noticing online a lot of parents, they say these things and to see if this generation knows what they are.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No,
Like I
I'm
saw-
old, though. Do you know what they call me?
What?
A geriatric millennial. Anyone between the years born between 80 to 85 is a geriatric millennial.
I call them millennials.
Millennials.
Great.
We want to be by the ballpark.
Well, you're just thinking maybe, but it's about you and the whole family are naked. You're comfortable together. You want to feel what it's like to be naked in the house and around. If you don't like that idea, do you
No, I
like
like
that?
it. I like it.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a voice. Stu Krenner here. Yeah, I'm calling from Los Angeles.
is not available.
I love how all the prep work we do.
He's a man of many. How can he not answer the phone? Isn't is the in Ohio is the real estate market?
I'm still not here.
Is not available.
I'm telling you, it's because you have a blocked number. People don't answer blocked numbers.
You want to try it on your phone?
Sure.
Wow, this is really
Let's see.
the Wild West now.
Yeah. That's the number. Go ahead. So we're going to try one more time. But if this doesn't work, we could try another one. I've got a couple here.
I've been trying to get you from an unlisted number. What's the problem? You don't pick up with unlisted.
Here we go.
Not available.
Oh, okay, you got me.
No,
Fooled me.
I'm blocked too, and he's hanging up now. That only rang once.
So does that mean he's hanging up?
Yeah.
I tried you several times, but you don't pick up the block calls, huh?
Here we go. This is going to be great. It's very exciting when it doesn't work, and people should see the minutia of what goes in. They just
Into a
listen
prank?
to this shit and they think it's nothing, but they don't realize. We've gone through, this is the third phone.
And there's so much planning that
ringing?
happens before it doesn't work.
I'm worried about now.
Yeah.
I hope he's okay.
All right.
This reminds me of the time I was...
Oh, there.
Here he is. Yeah. Volume. Not in speaker.
Hello? Hello? I'm having a little trouble hearing you. Hang on a second. Let me get my phone right here. Hang on.
Do you hear him? Hang on. That didn't work.
He answered. He for sure answered because the time was going off on it. So you
Yeah,
could see
so
that
he did
someone
answer and
answered.
we couldn't hear him.
Are you
It's
sure it wasn't
because
It
you
wasn't.
pressed-
It's because he's not. I don't think he's talking.
Hello.
Hey there, I'm calling for... Hello? Hello? Hello?
No, they're hanging up.
They're hanging
He's
up.
going to go out of business.
Yeah, seriously.
He just doesn't he doesn't...
Is it
He's not
different in
playing.
Ohio than it is in California as far as getting a good customer?
Definitely not.
All he said was his name.
Yeah, like why would you hang up? You want to call a travel agent? You can call
Sure.
her.
Where's she?
Also
Ohio?
Ohio.
Also in Ohio.
Whose phone is this?
From Ohio.
It's a nice lady. I
Do you keep prank calling her? Have you prank called her already?
did. But she doesn't know. She doesn't know it was a prank. I never tell them it's a prank.
All right.
I tried to book an inappropriate trip.
And then like 3 or 4 days later, you send them ask for a release because they
No.
don't remember how.
No, because we're not identifying this person, but it's a real travel agent. It's a podcast. They don't.
Hello.
Hi there. My name is Stu Krenner, and I'd like to book a flight coming to Cincinnati.
We don't do just flights,
What do you do?
just regular travel, anywhere all over the world, but we don't do just flights.
Okay. Can we arrange?
I'll tell you.
I could arrange for a boat ride as well when I get there. What do I need to do to get a flight?
You can go on my website and you can go under Expedia. That's
I'm the
probably
worst.
cheapest
I am
you're
the
gonna
worst
do.
at that. I'm the worst at that because I book it and then it's always wrong. It's like in the morning and I thought it was at night and I always miss my flight. I'll tell you what do I need to do? Do I need to like tag on a trip around the world or something to get to Cincinnati?
No.
What
Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Los Angeles area.
Oh, just go on Legion or call Legion. They got nonstop flights from
Do you
Cincinnati.
book cruises at all?
I do.
That's okay. Why don't I can I take a cruise to get there or?
No.
What is the best way to get there
I'm-
travel-wise? Do you have buses? Do you bus Greyhound bus
No,
or?
just what I told you. Call Allegiant, get a nonstop flight on Allegiant, be your cheapest.
How do you
and
spell?
easiest.
How do you spell Legion?
A-L-L-I.
Hang on a second now. Hang on a second. Get this pen working. Okay, go ahead.
A-L-L.
Okay,
G-I-A.
hang on. Let's not too fast. I'm sorry. A. Okay.
L-L-G-I-A-N-E.
How many L's? 2 L's, right?
2.
Hang on.
Yeah.
All right,
Hey,
hang
look,
on.
you know what?
Wait a minute.
You know what?
A-L-L.
No, wait, you...
Please. I got this.
No.
A-L-L-I.
Okay.
No, you wait a minute.
What? Why even wait?
What? Why?
Why do we have to wait?
I'm wondering though, like, she's a travel agent. What does she do then?
know.
I don't think Ohio is known for their service.
Yeah, seriously.
What? We're calling back.
Yeah.
We're calling. Yeah. Hey, hello, sorry. Like it's your fault.
Yeah.
Like, right?
She won't pick up. No, she's not going to pick up.
No. She's done.
She was so impatient. L. L.
I'll call back. I'll call back in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
I don't understand though. I don't understand the service. Like, that was a legitimate question. She does travel.
Why wouldn't a travel agent book a flight?
Why wouldn't real estate agents answer the phone?
Yeah.
And why is she pushing allegiance?
Yes. Out of all the airlines.
Yeah.
You're from there. Is that the only airline you take home?
I tend to take Frontier, but
That's also obscure.
Frontier. It always amazes me how long people will stay on the phone typically sometimes. She didn't, but some people will stay on forever, no matter how ridiculous you get with them.
Here we go. Come on.
She might have been in the middle of having sex.
You know.
She was doing it around the world.
He's doing it.
You don't have to plan it. We can just look up a travel agent and call another one if you wanted to.
No, I was calling people that were recommended to me.
She was recommended?
Yeah.
That was a good recommendation.
Yeah, who recommended her?
What else could we try to do here? Who else could we try to phone?
How about a pizza place?
Okay.
And I'll just order tons of toppings on one
Let's
pizza.
do that. Okay. I'll do that.
You got chocolate ice cream?
Do you know how to look that up, Dad?
Yes. It's not pizza.
Howie, how old are you now?
Oh, I'll be 66 this year. I'm 65.
Boy, you're pretty presumptuous.
He does not
What
know
am
how
I
to look up.
presumptuous that I'm going to be
You're
66?
going to make 66.
Do I look like I'm about to die?
No, you don't. You actually look great.
Thank you. I look good.
He
on a
doesn't know
podcast.
how to find a pizza number.
I do
He doesn't-
so.
No, you don't. He typed in pizza, and it's like a whole bunch of websites, and he's scrolling.
Recipes.
He has no idea. Oh, you did call.
I did.
Okay.
Boom.
Thank you for calling. This is for pickup or delivery.
Hey, there's Win.
I'm sorry?
Is there?
I don't know who you're asking for.
Oh, I was asking for.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay, what's the name of your pizza place?
Pizza and pasta.
Well, yeah, I was asking for the owner, but I guess he's not in. All right, I would like to order a pizza, please.
Are you paying cash or card?
2 pizzas.
And
I'm going
is
to
this
be.
for pickup or delivery?
I'm going to pick it up with cash. I got a lot of cash. I'm trying to unload. Here's what I'd like to have. My name is Stu. Stu Krenner. That's with a K, not a C. K.
I
Krenner.
don't need the last name. What would you like to order?
All right, on the first pizza, I want it loaded. So we're going to start with peppers, onions,
First of all, what
sausage. Say what?
size? What size?
The biggest one you got. And the second one's the smallest one. And that's really going to be loaded. So, recapping, pizza.
Give me 1 second.
I think she's dumping me.
You think so? I don't think so. I think she's going to come back. I think she's coming back.
You think somebody came up to the counter?
Yeah. They're just busy in the store.
No one has patience.
What?
No one has patience.
Are you knocking our guest?
No. mean the people on the phone.
Oh.
Maybe I came on a little too strong.
No. I don't know that their strength is an issue with this person. Hello, can I talk to who?
Yeah.
Can I talk to who?
Yeah, right?
How do you not know that?
Who's Well, what's the name of your place?
So I want to speak to
Is that a name of a person or is that like some kind of a pizza?
It's a type of dough. It's a dough we use for the pizza.
I mean, we could easily call her back.
No, well, let's do that. She wants. You gave her your last name, and she goes, "No, I'm not. That's not necessary. That's too much information."
Yeah.
Here we go.
How can I help you?
Peppers, onions, sausage on the first one. And on the second one...
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, I got cut off from you. I got disconnected somehow. I'm called Stu again. I'm not going to give you my last name. It's Stu. So on the second pizza...
What would you like on the extra large?
Okay, on the extra large, again, peppers, onions, sausage, tomatoes, sauce, 3 cheeses, Swiss...
We don't have 3 cheeses. We have mozzarella cheese.
All right, 3 mozzarella cheeses.
Are you sure you're calling the right place?
Yeah, this is right?
Yeah, on Van Nuys.
Yeah, oh, Van Nuys, yeah. That's what I'm calling. I'm right down the street. Is win?
Honestly, I don't know who you're trying to talk to. There's no such thing as...
Oh, okay,
the name
because...
of the restaurant doesn't mean that's the owner.
Okay, because my buddy is... He opened up restaurants all over the place. He calls them... But
I don't
anyway.
know if you're trying to be funny or...
No, believe me. I'm hungry. I'm trying to be fed. So, let's recap. We got peppers, we got onions, we got tomatoes, we got mozzarella cheese. Three different mozzarella cheeses, because it's got to be a 3 cheese.
It's 1.
All right, could you put it in 3 globs? 3 different globs? I also like yellow peppers. Do you have yellow peppers? Hello? Hello? Oh, I'm trying to order, I don't know if you have a new employee there or what, but I'm trying to order some pizzas. I like an extra large pizza.
Okay, extra large.
Extra large.
Green pepper, onion, sausage, and tomato.
I want it loaded. I want sausage, tomatoes, peppers, onions. What are those peppers that you call the hot ones?
Green pepper.
No, jalapenos.
Jalapenos, okay.
Yeah, jalapenos, okay. And also, can you put like any kind of raisins on there? Raisins and pineapple? You got pineapple and barbecue sauce?
Okay.
I just want this loaded. My wife loves the loaded pizza.
Okay.
Okay, so pizza, who am I speaking with again?
Okay, you say one extra large one with green pepper, onion, sausage, tomato, and jalapenos?
Yeah, but not in that order. Not in that order.
Okay.
I start with, I want the California roll spicy tuna wings on the pizza. You got that?
Californian spicy in the wing?
Yeah, California roll, spicy tuna. I got it there last week. And then wings on the pizza. Chicken wings.
Chicken wing and the pizza?
On the pizza, on the top, and chocolate. You have chocolate? Just to make it sweet?
Okay. No. I don't have a...
Hang on a second. He doesn't have chocolate.
Oh, we can do it with, you want to talk up?
You got salty? You got almonds?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't want almonds. I'm sorry. He doesn't want almonds. He doesn't want...
I don't want almonds.
Yeah, he doesn't want almonds. He's on a ventilator, so he can't have almonds. Okay, let's go with...
Raisins! I want raisins!
Can you put raisins on there?
In the Widows?
Raisins on the extra large pizza next to the peppers, only next to the green peppers.
I want the raisins!
He wants rice.
Raisins!
Raisins, I'm sorry, raisins.
No, ese es su compañero.
No compañero. Do you have ham? Do you have ham?
You said you were across the street?
No, we're down the street.
Okay, you could go ahead and come and order here.
Okay.
But I want to be able to pick it up because I can't leave him very long. He's on a ventilator.
I want
He wants raisins. Should I pick up? If I brought raisins in, could you put them on the pizza?
Dada! I want raisins!
Hello.
That's so stupid. That's so stupid.
Oh my God! They always.
I love. But he went.
He didn't really understand.
He didn't?
No, he understood.
He understood.
He was nice.
He was nice.
I think you just call back and say you're canceling the order, but you just want raisins.
Are you calling again?
Always.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, my dad called.
You want to? You speak to my son. You can tell him you speak to my son.
My dad.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
It's nice when a pizza place and order a takeout place
They
won't
answering calls.
They won't answer calls. It's like dinner time. We have found the one real estate agent that won't answer a call, a travel agent that won't book anything, and a pizza place that will talk to nobody. This is ridiculous. Oh, here we're calling. There we go.
How can I help you?
Yeah, hey, listen, I just tried to order pizza. My father just, you know.
You could go ahead and place the order.
Well, I was just
here.
going to say that.
Don't
Thank
stress
you.
out.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
gonna
come
pick it
down
up.
there, but he just wants raisins. Now let me put him on the phone with you.
Hello? Hello? My
I have
son?
other orders to make. Sorry, you
Hang
have
on.
them in order here.
Dad, tell her what you want real quick.
Can I speak to the gentleman? Can I?
She hung up. I think she's done.
Let's go
You're
down
done.
there. Come on, let's get down there.
Just stand at the counter yelling. You keep ordering and I'll
raisins.
Raisins! Raisins!
You guys should find the place and
It's
go
right
videotape.
around here.
Yeah, you guys should go find it and videotape yourselves outside there asking for raisins.
I like to go through drive-thrus at a restaurant, like at McDonald's, any kind of fast food place, and just I'm like 2 ice creams, one of chocolate, one of vanilla cone. And make sure the chocolate is the chocolate, and the vanilla is the vanilla. And I pull around, and they hand them to me. I go, okay, which one's the chocolate?
Isn't it fun when I do those things all the time. My wife goes, but who's the joke? They just think you're an idiot.
My son loves it. He'll be sitting there in the back, and I'll be, so we have a cappuccino. And he's like, yeah.
Oh, we have a chiropractor to call?
You're doing more?
I don't know. I'll do some. You got a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your plan for the chiropractor?
Oh, we don't plan.
We don't plan it, man. It's all improv.
But you should say that your uncle, I'll be hurt in the background, and you want to crack me.
I'm trying to work on my uncle.
Yeah. Oh.
Thanks for calling. If you would like to speak to our wellness coordinator,
Oh,
please
yeah.
press 9
Wellness
now
coordinator.
to ensure high quality service.
Oh, this is going to be high quality. Here we go.
I'm sorry, we're currently busy treating other customers. If this is a medical emergency, please hang up.
Let's
and
call
dial
911.
Ow! He's choking on a raisin.
Number to reach you at. Then press pound or simply hang up.
They seem to be busy.
Do you still have your car wrapped?
Yeah.
You guys are leaving a message.
No, different.
You guys are leaving a message.
Oh, I'm leaving a message.
He's only 66.
Yeah, it's not the same wrap. What
Different
wrap
car?
No, same car, new wrap.
Different car, same wrap.
I love the wrap. I just feel it like you open an envelope or you take the stamp off and you want to use it again. That's what happened.
Did you put a new wrap on?
I've had about 2 or 3 different wraps.
Wow, you like the wraps.
No, just the ones previously were really ugly.
I saw the purple one. It was kind of like it changed colors, green and purple.
He's colorblind, so he didn't know it was purple.
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
No.
It was horrible.
I know.
Yeah.
I got told that. And my son, Alex, who's here, also went to the same place as down the street, but they show you a little sample. You don't have a sense of what it's going to look like when you're out in the sun. It's like a paint chip. So he saw this black. He wanted to murder out his Jeep.
Yeah.
But he left it there, and they wrapped it, and it's black and less black flowers. He calls
thought it was
He calls it the
camo.
tactical garden.
He thought it was camo.
Oh, man.
He thought it was camo, but it's
Yeah.
just black
Hilarious.
flowers. It's just all flowers all over. That's my son. And
It's
he's
the tactical flower, he says.
the tactical flower. That's
So
what
you're
he calls it.
colorblind. You know, I worked with a guy, a producer once, who I don't know the name of the condition, but he can't remember faces. And I think Brad Pitt has the same.
Oh, you know who has that? The one who's in charge of Ellen.
That's him. Yeah,
yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah.
I've
He'll
talked to him
see-
too.
yeah.
He's the sweetest guy. He's in charge of.
Just doesn't remember who you are.
No, but he's got this thing which is like he sees a face, his mind can't take in your. You have to tell him who you are, and that's how he can't remember visually.
Yeah.
At all.
Must have been tough dating. Did I'm sorry. Did I date you before?
No, but I kept thinking, God forbid that a crime happens to him.
He's got a witness.
And he's got to look at a lineup.
Yeah.
That's like just a waste of time, isn't it?
I know it.
When you can't remember a face.
It's like when you see Brad Pitt now, because apparently he has that same condition. You go up to him and you go, buddy. He'll think you're a friend and say,
I
how you
love that.
been?"
That's how you use it. You use that condition to your advantage.
But he recognizes loved ones, right? Like he could recognize his family members.
By
Smells.
voice.
Smells.
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 And voice. Not by that.
Howie,
don't
is that
shower.
you?
He's not good with faces, but vaginas, he can, even if he
Oh,
doesn't see
yeah.
your face or hear your voice, he sees a vagina and he goes,
He could pick a vagina out of a lineup.
Leslie?
Leslie?
Leslie? Is that you?
Caitlin?
I was going to say something, but I want to keep my job. Are you doing the hiking show?
I've done 3 seasons, and we sold it to TBS.
I saw that.
And we wrote it, and then they ultimately didn't want to shoot the pilot because
Why?
it didn't fit their scheduling or something.
Isn't
It
that
was too
weird? It's a
narrow.
great idea. It's such a brilliant
I know,
idea.
we worked with them for like a couple of weeks. They had great notes, and then they took it to the head guy. He goes, "No, we don't do this kind of show."
Oh, well, I did it with you, and it's
were
on
the best.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, and
Hiking
he
with
goes on a
Kevin.
hike with.
I know this, but you did like a very mellow hike, right? You didn't do like the hikes that
It's
you
not
do.
Bear Grylls.
Okay.
You know, it's not surviving.
It was
the
in between
wilderness.
meals. There was no meal involved.
He showed up with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Him and Bobcat Goldthwait. showed
No,
up with
but
a
you
cup of
go
coffee.
for like legit hikes with some people. Not him, right?
But Jack, I'll tell you, as I get older, it's much more flat.
Okay.
You know,
He's talking about the comedy, not the trails.
Yeah.
Got it.
Also, you know, I'm getting into painting and I'm doing caricatures, and people can check out my work at Kevin Nealon Artwork. And I just signed with a company to do a book of my caricatures and
Wow.
stories that go with it. So, like, I'll do a caricature of Johnny Carson and talk about my first time on Johnny Carson.
I love that.
You know, or Arnold Schwarzenegger, talk about Hans and Franz. You know, just like 50 different pictures.
I love that.
Andy Kaufman, how I met him and how I used to watch him. And
Was your first time on Carson a big? I don't know. For me, it was life changing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I collect that.
oh yeah, you've got the.
You're sitting. You probably the story that you're going to tell in your book about your first time on the Tonight Show. You were in front of these seats.
And somebody was probably sitting in here.
There was
you
very-
have the seats. I actually have Carson's stuffed body at home.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's behind a desk.
All right.
I have a little. It looks like a figurine, but it's made out of Ed McMahon's snot.
No,
Yes.
that's the best. I'll give you 500 right now for that.
Really?
Yeah. Is it green?
What do we have? Right?
That's
Oh,
his
here. This is
caricatures.
all your stuff.
that's
Oh,
my
those are
stuff.
amazing. Look at your Aniston, Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, those are more than just caricatures. Chappelle.
Kind of caricature.
How do you pick who you're going to do?
I look for a good high def picture.
But these are all people you've met and you admire,
Yeah,
right?
I didn't meet the chess girl, Queen's Gambit,
I
or
love
Sally
that.
Hawkins. I didn't meet her.
But
So
these
is
are
there
just
a
people
reason
you would
there's not my
admire.
dad?
That's what I was
Yeah.
getting.
yeah.
These are probably the best caricatures. Look at Ruth
Christopher
Bader Ginsburg, Chris
Christopher
Rock.
Walken. There's Tilda Swinton.
How long does it take you to do one?
It depends. You know, it takes. Lately, it's been taking me a long time because I think I'm trying to do better. You know,
The Joker. Oh my God, Kobe.
Kobe.
Do you sell these?
No, I haven't.
You should.
But this is.
I think you should share this. Like, what do you? How big are these in their existence?
They're like 12 by 16.
Why is this one?
That was these were just sketches I did in airplanes. I started drawing people on airplanes. These are earlier sketches before I got into the really good caricatures. And these are just before I got into digital art. These are just sketches on paper.
What's the difference? What do you mean digital art?
Up
Digital
at the top.
I was at LAX 2 years ago, and I was following certain people on Instagram, artists.
Yeah.
And I like this one guy's art technique, Caricatures, and he was giving lessons. So I said, why don't I just kind of flush this out and see if I could get better? And
Rudy Giuliani.
so I took lessons from him in England on Skype, and he taught me how to do digital art on a digital tablet with a stylist and Photoshop kind of stuff. And so it's like painting, but it's not messy. You just dip it in the ink, you pick the paintbrush you want.
And can you shade? Look at the shading.
The shading.
Look at Dana. This is amazing.
That's all digital, right?
Yeah,
All the last
it's all
one.
But I
digital.
think that even makes it more impressive.
Well, I was told that the digital art world is really opening up now, and it's becoming
NFTs. Her husband is really. Have you
Really?
tried to sell NFTs?
Not
Do you know
yet, but my friend was telling me about that.
I bet you could sell that art for a lot of money.
Or maybe one piece.
Well, you should.
But
at
I am
least
taking
try.
an oil painting class because I do feel like I'm missing. I should have some oil paints too.
But don't you think that oil paints will ruin the tablet?
I got to take a break. We'll be back after these words.
All right, you've been great, Kev. You've
Thanks
been
for having me,
amazing.
man.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Kevin Nealon, ladies and gentlemen, he is a true artist, digitally and everywhere.